Hey y'all, and welcome back to the Peterson Life, where I share family, marriage, parenting, and faith-based content. And if you're new here, I'm Erica. I'm a wife and mom of 5, and I believe that we go through things for a reason, and that's to share it and be able to help somebody else that might be going through the same thing. So, with that being said, let's get into today's video. So, it has been months since I've actually posted on this channel. And when I tell y'all that life has been lifing with a capital L, baby, it's been life. But I really wanted to just jump on here and share something, well, basically share my feedback from a clip that I watched on, I want to say Instagram. Now, I do not remember the page that posted it, but if I find it, I will link it in the description box so you guys can go and check it out. But basically, it was like a women's panel, and they were discussing being your husband's peace. Basically, the one lady that was on the panel was saying she had to learn how to be her husband's peace, and it took a lot of patience and guidance from the Holy Spirit for her to actually be able to be her husband's peace. Because as a wife, and a mom, we wear many hats. We have a lot of things going on. So sometimes when our husbands are off at work or they're doing whatever it is that they're doing, it's like the moment that they come back, it's kind of like our time to unload almost and just dump everything off on the husband. So in this clip, she said that she had been up cooking dinner for, a really long time, trying to make him like a nice dinner, and he was late. That he didn't call or say, babe, I'm going to be late, or anything happening. So he just walked in late. So she was already mad because, for one, she's been up cooking, dealing with the kids at the same time. So we all know how much of a headache that could be. So she was already in her feelings. So she was saying in her mind, like, the moment he walked through that door, I'm gonna let him have it. Like, I've been in here cooking, dealing with these kids, getting on my nerves, and you come in here late. So she was saying, like, as she was getting stuff ready, that she was like, soon as I hear that door open, I'm gonna let him have it. And she said the Holy Spirit stopped her and said, no, be his peace. Don't jump on him. Don't attack him. Just be his peace. So she said in that moment, she had to take a step back and say, okay, I want to go off, but I'm going to listen, and I want to be his peace. She said, so when her husband came through the door, she greeted him at the door like, hey, babe. She took his coat, his bag, whatever, and she said she gave him a hug, and he just melted in her arms and was like, you don't know the day that I've had today. Like, the stuff that I had to deal with today was crazy. So she said in that moment, she felt a sense of release when she gave him a hug. Now, had she not had paid attention to what the Spirit had told her in regards to being his peace, and if she had went with what her flesh wanted her to do, which was go off the moment he walked in the door, that moment would have never happened. Because if he's already stressed, he's already dealing with whatever he has to deal with at work, then you come home to what's supposed to be your safe space, what's supposed to be your place to relax and unwind and decompress and get your mind together, that the moment you walk in the door, you're getting attacked again. So she said that once she felt him kind of melt into her arms, all of her anger and frustration went out the window. So that, I really resonated with that clip, because there was a time in the beginning of my marriage that I did that. I didn't listen to what the Spirit was saying. I was moving and doing what I wanted to do. I was operating out of myself. So I remember this one time, my husband was at work, and at that time we had 2 kids already. So he was working and I was at home with the kids. And when I say sometimes I feel like kids do this on purpose, they kind of ping pong off each other. Like, one could be a perfect angel just sitting quietly playing, and the other one is just acting all types of crazy, and then they switch off, like, now you're good. They're like Sour Patch Kids. Like, 1 minute you're sweet and then the next you're sour. But I remember I was having a day that day. So as soon as my husband walked in, I gave him the baby, like, here, I'm done. It's you take over, I'm finished. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to relax. Before he could even really get in the door, I was like right here in his face, like, here you go, take your kids, I'm out. I'm about to go sit down, watch TV, do whatever. And it was kind of like he stood there like, okay, so I'll take it. Knew I was wrong, but I was operating out of self, so I didn't care that I was wrong. But I said that to say that as women, we are supposed to be our husband's peace. We're supposed to be the ones that they can confide in. They can come talk to us. They can come release their, whatever is holding them up mentally, that they can. We're supposed to be, aside from God, of course, but we're supposed to be the ones we're supposed to be the helpmeet and not the enemy. Because something that my husband would always say, like, we're on the same team. Like, we're not supposed to be fighting against each other. We're supposed to be working together. So that is something, again, that, like the lady said in the clip, that she had to learn over time, is how to be his peace. Because if the household is peaceful and calm, everything flows and functions like it's supposed to. But if you're creating friction and creating tension, then your household is not going to function properly, because everybody can feel it. If I'm walking around with an attitude, or I'm slamming cabinet doors and throwing things on the floor, the kids feel that energy. So then now they get to become chaotic. So then when your husband walks in, the kids are chaotic. He feels your energy, and that could affect his mood. And my husband is the type that I tell him he's a feeler. Like, when I'm uneasy or I'm unsettled or I feel some type of way, even before I can actually say it, he already feels it. Like, he can sense my energy. And a lot of times I don't say things because I don't want to affect him, or I don't want to bother him, but he can pick it up. He reads me and feels it anyway. But basically, with that being said, I just want to encourage those that are married, or even those that are engaged, considering getting married, to always remember to be your husband's peace. Because we don't know what they go through when they're not with us. We don't know the struggles mentally that they could be dealing with when they're not with us. So we don't never want our husbands to feel like, I've been battling outside all day, and then I have to come home and battle again with the one person that's supposed to be on my team. So keep that in mind. And again, if I can find the clip that I was referring to, I will link it down in the description box, because it was really an awesome conversation to have. So I hope you all enjoyed my quick little video, and I'm gonna really try to be more consistent with this channel and definitely post more. So you guys stay tuned for the next video. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and give this video a like. I would definitely appreciate it. And stay tuned, and I will see you in my next one.